Back to the markets if we can. A little quiet today, not surprising. It is kind of a holiday-shortened week, nevertheless. But we are on the upside slightly. Let's bring in David Struzeski. David, great to see you. As always, during this week, we ask for predictions. What are you looking for in 2024?
Sure. Well, hey, great to be with you here this morning, Ashley.
Yeah.
So I think 2024 is gearing up to be a year that is probably going to have some unexpected reality show up on us. You know, who knows if Joe Biden's actually going to be the nominee. I think that, that we've got challenges right now with BRICS nations, petrodollars, war, potential terror attacks, especially if we ever have to take a position on Iran. But I've got three specific things relating to the market that I'd love to share with the viewers here this morning. And that is, number one, I don't believe that Powell wants to work for Donald Trump. So I think that he's going to do everything possible in order to create the most optimal market cycle here, given the presidential election. So that might mean that, he's looking at easing rates, maybe a quarter point, and he'll sort of, throw a bone here or there. Just remember that he can quantitative tighten several trillions of dollars right now and doesn't really have to be knocking those points down. The second one is that we're likely going to see a melt up in the stock market prior to see a meltdown. Why would that be? If we actually cut rates here in the first quarter, it's going to cause just a lot of excitement here as the as they call the animal spirits, come out, and they really want rallies to occur here. So we haven't seen that down rally. I think that could ultimately cause us to see something similar to what we saw Q1 of 2023. And then the third one is that I think come Q2, Q3. We're going to ultimately see this consumer slow down and a credit crunch show up. And the banks are not out of the woods yet as it relates to this financial crisis that began just in March this last year. And so I think that we're going to have to face these things. But point is, it doesn't matter when the market eases, when the Fed eases. It's getting positioned right now, I think, to rally pretty strong here for the first part of the year.
Talking of the Fed, David, I think it's like right now it's around 70% belief. The markets believe they're going to cut rates in March. Are you in line with that?
Yeah, I mean, they might, like I said, give a little, quarter point back. I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference, though, if I can be honest with you. There's still themes that are going to make different things happen right now. And, they're not going to get back to a meaningful lower rate. I mean, even if you look at mortgage rates right now, okay, great, they're lower. But have you ever tried to get a mortgage right now? I actually went through the process a few months back. And as a credit-worthy individual, I was brought through the ringer in a way that I'd never before. So I'm thinking, how the heck does the average person today do this with higher debt levels, and spending and things that are in more of a difficult position with 23% increases since 2020 to all cost of things. So it's like running around with a weighted vest on with 23% more of your weight. The consumer right now is just not doing that well. So I think the Fed's going to have to try to accommodate in order to, keep this going.
I totally hear you. David, thank you so much. Always full of information. Much appreciated.